Well, hello and good day, people of the internet. My name is Cubie, Robin, whatever, and I got 1,000 subscribers! Even though I got like 1,000 subscribers 2-3 weeks ago, so this video is kinda late, but whatever. For this video, we are gonna be taking a look at my setup that is right behind me. My setup has been years and years and years of work to actually get what I have right now, and I'm actually quite proud of what I have. So let's take a look at it, and if you have any questions, you can always, after the video, leave them in the comments below and I'll answer them, if they're not ridiculous questions, of course. Let's take a look at my setup. I'm gonna go first person mode for that, because I don't have like a cool wide angle lens, so I can, hold on my camera like this, and cameras are pretty heavy, I learned today. So let's take a look at my setup without further ado, and yeah, swap over right there. If we take a look at my setup, the first thing we have over here is my chair. This is the IKEA Marcus chair. I know a lot of people have this chair, and I like the chair. It's a good chair. It's pretty cheap. It's a good chair. I took off the armrests because I didn't like it how they bumped into my desk all the time. So chair, cool. If we take a look at the real setup, however, the first thing I want to do, because I don't want to be bending over all the time, is show you something cool. Because PewDiePie's chair might fold all the way back, but can PewDiePie's chair do PewDiePie's chair? Can PewDiePie's desk do this? I know you've noticed, you probably did, but the desk is now a lot higher than it used to be. I have a sit-stand desk for the reason that I really like standing at my desk. I'm really a movie around person. I'm not the type of person that likes to sit still. So I got myself a sit-stand desk. It is way too expensive to get yourself a sit-stand desk. And if there's no use for you getting a sit-stand desk, don't, because it's more of a gimmick than actually an awesome product. So, well, that's my desk. That's object 2 on the list, and there's still a lot more to go. But let's start at my keyboard, which is the Logitech G910. It's a hit or miss with this keyboard because it doesn't have cherry switches, it doesn't have KL switches. It has the proprietary. It has the switches that are made by Logitech, the Romer G switches. Some people hate them, some people like them. I honestly really like them, so I'm really happy with this keyboard. For the mouse, whatever, we have the Logitech 502. Honestly, this is one of the best mice you can get, if you ask me. You can get these on the very cheap now. I've seen them as cheap as like 50 bucks, 40, 50 bucks. And the mouse has a ton of freaking buttons. The mouse has a really nice scroll. It even has a built-in fidget spinner if you're still up for it. And you can adjust the weight of the mouse, which is actually amazing. Look, if we take this off, this is just attached magnetically. You can adjust the weight of the mouse because you get a bunch of these weights. And you can basically make the mouse as light or heavy as you want. Hold on, let me put it back in real quick. I honestly love this mouse and I can recommend it to everyone. So Logitech, if you're watching and you want to send me over the new wireless version of this thing, feel free to. I'll make a video on it, promise. Next up, we have the headset, which is not a Logitech. I know most people that have watched esports back in the day know this headset. This is the CM Storm Sirus, and basically every esport team back in 2013, like this one is really old, used this headset because this was one of the only headsets that had true surround sound. You can see there's multiple speakers in there. So you have like the bass speaker, you have the up speaker, front and back speaker. And the cool thing about this headset is that you can adjust the volume with this awesome mixer that is included with the headset. If you take a look at this, if you can focus, you can see I'm right now on the master volume, but you can also see front, rear, center and bass. And you can adjust each audio level of each speaker. So for instance, if you want the audio behind you, so if someone runs up behind you in a shooter or something, you want that really high so you can clearly hear them, you can change it with this small little dial when you're in game, which is really nice. You can of course also mute it, and you can also mute the microphone. I never use a microphone, but as you can see, there is also a microphone on the thing. If you are the person that uses headphone microphones, cool headset, will definitely be replaced at one point. But for now, I'm still attached to it, even though it is literally together with tape. But that aside, let's go on to the next thing on the list, which is the computer itself. Most people will know that there's a 2080 Ti in there by MSI. I still have to finish the review, which I really need to get onto. But yeah, I'm still working on a review on the GPU for I don't know how long now, so that's definitely going to be a long-term review on the thing. For the rest of the PC, in there, I don't know if you can see... there in the PC we have a CPU cooler, yippee! But there's an i7 4070-90K in there with 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. All of that is going to be replaced when AMD Zen 2 hits, if that is actually going to be as good as they promise it to be. So yeah, that's my PC. Full spec list will be in the description if you're interested in it. If we take a look at the monitors, however, we have two of the, well, not the same monitors. We have two Asus ROG monitors, one being 4K 60 Hz, the other one being 1440p 144 Hz. I did write down their names because monitor names suck. So the 4K one is the PG27AQ, and the 1440p one is the PG278QR. Will also be in the description, of course, if you're interested in looking these monitors up. I got these at great deals. Like this monitor back in the day was like $700, and I got this for like $580, $600-ish. And I got this one. This was an amazing deal. This was a showpiece in one of the electronic stores, the local electronic stores. And this one used to cost like 1,000, like 800 to 1,000 euros, and I got it for $300. So I do have some issues with this monitor. It keeps on flickering a bit, but I still have warranty, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm kind of afraid this one might have to go, which kind of sucks. But for $300, I mean, it was a great deal. If we take a look at my microphone, we have a cheap little microphone arm from eBay. We also have a cheap little pop filter from eBay. These are literally the first ones you get on eBay if you look up microphone arm or pop filter. For the microphone itself, it's a Samson Meteor. It's a really cheap microphone. It's a plug-and-play USB microphone, and for the price, like, you can get one of these mics for like $50 right now. It's really good. Really recommend this microphone. I am planning on getting an XLR microphone one day and getting a mixer and everything, but my setup is already way too overkill as it is, so I am still I'm not sure if I want to do that, but maybe one day. If we take a look at here, we have my PS4 Pro with two controllers. I primarily use this PS4 Pro for God of War, Red Dead Redemption, and Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm of course also waiting for the zombie game, whatever the frick it's called again. So yeah, this is my PS4 Pro. It is nothing special. It's just a regular PS4 Pro that I got with Red Dead Redemption when it released. It's nice. It's a cool console, but it's of course PC Master Race. So we also have an Xbox One controller for the PC. I also have an Xbox 360 controller wired, but I hardly ever use that because I got that one right now. If you take a look around my desk, you can see my RGB lights. And you might see something kind of weird about my RGB lights, and it might be difficult to see in the lights that we have right now. You can see the color changes from like purplish to red, and that is because I did a DIY mission on my RGB lights. So my RGB lights are special. I might want to make a video on how to do something like this once, because it is kind of a cool trick. Like you can see now that's blue and that's green. You can hardly see it on camera because it's a bit bright here, but yeah, RGB lights around my desk. RGB desk, yeah, awesome, I know. Then the next thing on my desk is my DJ controller, I guess. This is the Pioneer DDJ 400. I am not a professional DJ at all, but from time to time I do like some mixing. So if I want to be cool, I can be like, no, I can be like, yeah. Oh. Well, you can already see I'm not that of a multitasker, but that is my mixer. It's a fun little item, but it's pure hobby. Maybe one day I'll be semi-good at it, and maybe I would like to do something with DJing, but it's a lot more difficult than I at first expected, so maybe. We also have my laptop. This is the Asus ZenBook Pro something. I honestly have no clue. It's the, what is focus? Will this focus? Yes. It is unfortunately the 7th generation i5, which is a bummer because I bought this laptop and literally a week later, the 8th generation, oh, this one is still going. Literally the 8th generation of the i5 was put in this exact laptop for the exact same price. So that was a bit of a bummer, but I already have an overkill PC. So I only use this laptop for school stuff and Netflix and all that stuff. So it's nothing special. The one thing I really like about this laptop, however, is it is like a 360 folding laptop. So see, you can fold it like this and it's nice. And look, there I am. Hi, you can see my camera a little bit. That is that. For the speakers, I honestly have no clue what they are. They are the Trust something. I once got them for my birthday. It was a birthday present, and I mean, they're pretty decent. I don't know if they're expensive or not. I never really looked them up. I think they're pretty inexpensive, but they're nice. I'll link them in the description. I'll see if I can find a model number of any form for that, of any sort, I mean. For the camera I use for streaming, this is my old GoPro. Well, it's not a GoPro, it's a fake GoPro from China. This is the Eken H9R, I think. I'll have to look that up, but it will be in the description, of course. I would not recommend using something like this for streaming because it has a really wide-angled lens, and that can be cool, but 9 out of 10 times it just makes your face look really weird. So I'm gonna change this for a legit camera. Well, not a legit camera, but a webcam at one point. But I'm still, you know, considering what I need to get. For my light, this is just a really cheap eBay ring light. It was like $8, but it really worked well. The one thing that sucked is it did arrive cracked, as you can see right here. But I mean, for $8, I did get a partial refund on it. It's really plasticky, but it does the job. Like when I want to stream, I just reach behind my desk here, which is a bit difficult because we're at standing height right now. And only if I could find it. There we go. And I click a button and then the ring light starts. Or starts. Glows, whatever you call it. So, yeah, that is basically my setup for everything. If we take a look at the PC itself real quick. If you're wondering what I use to stream with, I use OBS. I don't use Streamlabs OBS because I fucking hate how that restricts everything. I use regular OBS. It's a bit less, well, child-proof, I'd call it, but I like it so much more than Streamlabs OBS. For regular recording, though, I use, if I can make it appear real quick, boom, I use NVIDIA Shadowplay. You of course need an NVIDIA GPU for that, so if you don't have that, that's going to be a rough one. That's kind of it for my desk. Let's make it lower again, because flex, I got a desk, an electric desk. Oh yeah, people always like cable management, don't they? Cable management is a bitch on this desk, because all the cables, all the supplying power that everything needs to be on the desk. Because if I would put a power strip on the floor or anything, and I would raise the desk, well, that of course would also raise up, and then I would have a dangling thing. So if we take a look at this corner real quick, we see a new power cord, and this one is ridiculous because this is a 12-way power cord. I can put 12 fucking thingies in there. My English is so good, you don't want to know. So I'm gonna lay down on the ground real quick and show you guys my cable management. Judge me on it however you want. I think it is not horrible for what it is. I just have a single cable going through the ground, which is honestly not that bad if you ask me. Oh yeah, of course, I forgot to show you guys my tripod. This is my tripod. I don't know how excited you can be for a tripod. This is also legit the cheapest tripod I could get. This tripod will never leave my room. So it's just a tripod. It has three pods, tripod. You know how it works, tripod. Next up is my piano. See, like, this video is already really long and I'm getting out of breath here. We have my piano, which is the Yamaha P45. They call it a beginner piano, even though this piano is like $400, which is pretty expensive. I, like 2 to 3 months ago, I started playing the piano. So I can play it a little bit. I can also do some Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh. But yeah, I'm still learning how to play the piano, so maybe one day I'll be the new Mozart, but probably not. Just another hobby, just like the mixer. If we take a look at well, what is it? Is it a closet? Is it just shelves? It's an IKEA thing. But if we take a look at all these shelves over here, you can clearly see I do collect games, more games, movies, more games, more games, motorcycle helmet. Because yes, I am planning on buying a new motorcycle helmet again. I do see my camera's running out of battery, so let's round this up. I mean, this video has already taken too long. Anyhow, these are all my games I collect. I am planning to buy all kind of things, like an old school Nintendo 64 and all that stuff. So I am a collector for that stuff, if you were wondering. So that is something new you might know about me now. I'm going to show you one more thing, and that is my bed. Like, this is my bed. Nice, isn't it? Like, all the good things happen here, of course. But I wanted to show you my thing. I do have a monitor above my bed that I hardly use. This is my old BenQ monitor that I never use anymore because this room is set up terribly. Because I do have a window here, and you can already see I'm dark as fuck. Yeah. But you can see my desk is over here. So when I went to stream, I actually had to shut my window closed. So we make it legit real dark in my room. Like, you can't see anything right now. And that is the only way I'll be actually visible on stream. Because you kind of get it. Camera there, me here. You get this effect. If we turn it around, you get this effect. Now I'm all lit up and everything. I can't do that with my desk. Because I want to play with my desk right here. It's going to interfere with the wall. So I won't be able to raise it and lower it if I put it over there. So same for the monitor up here. I never use it because if you use this in the daylight, all you get is glare and you can't see anything on the monitor. But this is basically my setup. Oh yeah, one more thing. I also have a PS Vita. For all the people that have a PS Vita, shout out to you guys. This is basically my setup. And if you have any questions about my setup, maybe I showed something or if I got to show you something, ask it in the comments down below and I'll answer you guys. Yeah, that's my setup. I want to thank everybody for the 1,000 subscribers. We'll see how far we get in the channel. Maybe one day we'll have 1 million, but probably not. But I want to thank everybody for being here. I just remember that I forgot to show you guys my camera. This is my camera right here. It is the, hold on, let focus. It is the Canon EOS 200D or the Rebel SL2 in the North America region. Right now it's all kitted out. This is normally not how I use it. Normally I take this one off and then I take this plate off. I use this when when I have the camera on my tripod, this setup. But let's see, and then we take the microphone off. The microphone, by the way, is the Boya M1, I think. Yeah, Boya BY-MM1. I got it off AliExpress for like 20 bucks. It's pretty cheap, but I mean, for my work purposes, won't work. It is kind of decent. Look, this is normally what it looks like. It's a nice camera. It records 1080p 50 FPS, and it also has this flip around screen that you can see here, so you can actually see yourself in the camera. It's pretty nice. I also forgot to tell you guys about my mouse pad. My mouse pad is also from AliExpress. It's pretty cheap. It's just a world map. I'll link it in the description or something. You guys can check it out there. I also forgot to tell you guys about my PS3. It's nothing special. I never use it anymore. It's just there to be there with the fake PS3 controller because the other one broke and I didn't want to buy a new one. All right, let's go to back to old me because this is me from the future. So, whoop. I'm of course going to continue the streaming and of course developing on the San Andreas multiplayer server I do from time to time. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. Let me know what you think about my setup in the comments below. And I'll see all of you sexy bastards. And I'll see all of you sexy bastards in the next one. Bye.